Vikings fans, this is huge. But before we dive into this shocking update, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Trust me, you won't want to miss a single second of what's coming next. Now, let's get straight to it. The Minnesota Vikings are once again in the spotlight as the 2025 season approaches. Free agency has been a major factor in reshaping this team, and GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah has been making moves that are shaking up the entire league. He's not just improving the roster. He's reinforcing the trenches, bringing in key players for both the offensive and defensive lines. But let's be real. There's one burning question that everyone wants answered. Who will be the Vikings quarterback when the season kicks off? The biggest debate has revolved around two names: Sam Darnold and Aaron Rodgers. Darnold quickly signed with the Seattle Seahawks, leaving over a week of intense speculation about Rodgers. And even though that speculation seemed to end last Wednesday, his name is still being linked to the Vikings. And things just got even more interesting. During the NFLPA golf tournament in Mexico, Vikings veteran safety Harrison Smith was asked about Aaron Rodgers on Up and Adams. His response? It raised a lot of eyebrows. He got us plenty of times. I'd say Rodgers, played against him my entire career, and he's my favorite quarterback to watch. Also my least favorite because he's so tough to defend. So, I'm not going to speculate on that, coming to Minnesota, but I have a huge appreciation for his talent. Some of the throws he made, I was just like, what do you even want us to do? Now, Smith's admiration for Rodgers makes sense. He's faced him 21 times in his career, more than any other quarterback. They've had their fair share of battles, and the respect between them is undeniable. But here's where things take a twist. Smith shared a never-before-heard story about Rodgers from the 2020 pandemic season, a moment that truly showcased Rodgers' competitive spirit and mind games. I'd say the funniest one was during the COVID years. Everything was super quiet. He knew I was trying to disguise something, and I was creeping closer to the line of scrimmage. He was under center, and then he just pulled his hands away and waved at me to come even closer. That was kind of disrespectful. But here's what's really making waves: the timing. Why is Smith praising Rodgers right now? Could this just be a casual comment? Or is there something more to it? Rodgers is still a free agent, and with the Vikings still unsettled at quarterback, you have to wonder, is something brewing behind the scenes? Vikings fans, we need to hear from you. Could Aaron Rodgers actually land in Minnesota? Do you think there's any truth behind this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And before you go, if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We'll be tracking every twist and turn in this wild QB saga. Skol.